All right, so now we're going to do inequalities in two triangles. Last time we did inequalities in one triangle. So here's our two theorems, inequalities in two triangles, and one is called the hinge theorem and the other is the converse of the hinge theorem. And so the hinge theorem says if two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle and the included angles are not congruent, so here we're told that angle A is the bigger angle, and angle D down here is the smaller angle. Then the third side across from the larger included angle here, this third side is longer. Then this third side here is shorter. So then what I could say then is that BC is greater than EF. Okay? And then this is the converse of it. So if two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, and this time one of the third sides is longer. So here we have GH is longer than KL. This is shorter. Then you could look at the side or the angle opposite and make a comparison between those two. Angle J has to be bigger, so the measure of angle J has to be greater than the measure of angle M. Okay? So let's take a look at this backside here. If we have this triangle here, if we have angle A is bigger than angle X, then that would tell me that BC, the side opposite, would be bigger than YZ, the side opposite. And if we're told that BC is bigger than YZ, then the measure of angle A is bigger than the measure of angle X. Okay? So now let's take a look and do a couple of examples. So here I have an example with a triangle, and all I'm given is that this side is 7 and this side is 7. You'll notice that this side is shared by both triangles. So FH is congruent to FH by reflexive. And if this is a linear pair, because we have a straight line here. So if this is 80 degrees, this has to be 100 degrees. So now we're going to look at the opposite sides, here and here. And we're going to see that EF is across from the smaller angle. So this is smaller. And FG is across from the larger angle, so this is longer. So EF is less than FG. Okay? Now let's take a look at this one here. I forgot to put in a few things. This angle here is 6x minus 3 degrees, and this angle is 45 degrees. And we want to find all the possible values for x. Well, we have this one is across from the smaller sides. So this angle here is smaller. And this angle here is larger. Okay? So then we could say that UVT, so the measure of angle UVT is less than the measure of angle WVT. Okay? So if we were to substitute, UVT is 6x minus 3 and WVT is 45. And now we just need to solve for x, and we end up getting that x is less than 8. What's also true, and you have to be a little careful about this, is that UVT cannot be greater, or has to be greater than 0. It can't be less than 0. So the measure of angle UVT also must be greater than 0 degrees because it's in a triangle. So UVT is 6x minus 3 greater than 0, and we get x is greater than 0.5. So that means that x has to be less than 8 and greater than 0.5. So if we were to combine these together, we would get 0.5 is less than x, which is less than 8. So here's my answer for the possible values of x. Okay, thanks for watching.